Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting to explore the top 10 most valuable US Washington quarter dollars that can fetch big bucks. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, you won't want to miss these rare finds. Let's get started. First up, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar, specifically focusing on the large date with a P-era mint mark in circulated condition. If you're a collector or just curious about coin values, this video is for you. The Washington quarter, introduced in 1932, has gone through various design changes over the years. By the time we reached 1984, the coin had become a staple of American currency, with its iconic image of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. But today, we're specifically looking at a particular variant that has garnered attention from collectors, the large date variety. So, what makes the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with the large date and a P-era mint mark so special? First, let's clarify what we mean by large date. In 1984, the US Mint produced both a large date and a small date version of the quarter. The large date is distinguished by its bolder numerals, which are more prominent than those on the small date version. This distinction is crucial for collectors when determining value. Next, let's talk about the mint mark. The P indicates that this quarter was minted in Philadelphia, where the mint mark is placed right above the date on the reverse side. What makes this particular coin even more interesting is the existence of an error mint mark. Coins with errors can greatly increase in value, and that's exactly the case with this quarter. In circulated condition, the 1984 Washington quarter with a large date and a P-era mint mark can vary significantly in value depending on several factors, such as overall wear and the presence of unique features. So, what does the current auction market say about this coin? Currently, in the auction market, the value of a 1984 Washington quarter with a large date and P-era mint mark in circulated condition typically ranges from $32,000. The price can fluctuate based on the specific details of the coin, such as the level of circulation, wear, and any other unique characteristics it may possess. In fact, some of these coins have been known to fetch higher prices if they exhibit particular errors or if they are part of a significant collection. For instance, well-preserved examples, or those with additional mint errors, could potentially see their value rise to $38,000 or more at auction. So, if you're looking to add this coin to your collection or even sell one you already own, here are some tips. First, always check the condition of your coin. Coins in better condition are likely to sell for more. Additionally, do your research on recent auction prices for similar coins. Websites like eBay and specialized coin auction sites can provide a wealth of information. To wrap things up, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with a large date and P-era mint mark is a fantastic example of how seemingly ordinary coins can hold value and intrigue for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting, this quarter is a perfect addition to any collection. Next up, the 1996 Washington quarter dollar with a D mint mark. This coin may not be the oldest or the rarest, but it carries a fascinating story and value that can surprise many collectors. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1996, this design was well established, but the coin still holds significance among collectors today. The 1996 quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse side, we see a majestic eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom, a design that has remained largely unchanged over the decades. What sets the 1996 quarter apart from its predecessors is not just its design but also its mint mark. The D indicates that this particular coin was minted in Denver, which is crucial for collectors when assessing value. Condition plays a critical role in determining the value of any coin. The 1996 Washington quarter, like many others, is often found in circulated condition, meaning it has been used in everyday transactions. This wear can lead to a dirty appearance, especially on the reverse side where the eagle is depicted. A coin with visible dirt, scratches, or discoloration will typically fetch a lower price than a well-preserved specimen. However, this does not mean it lacks value. Now, let's talk numbers. As of today, the auction market shows that a 1996 Washington quarter dollar with a D mint mark in circulated condition, especially if it has a dirty reverse side, generally falls in the range of $56,000, while this might seem modest compared to rarer coins. It's important to remember that values can fluctuate based on collector demand and market trends. At auction, we've seen prices vary based on factors such as the overall market condition, the level of collector interest, and specific auction house results. For instance, some circulated examples have sold for around $59,000, while those in slightly better condition can command closer to $64,000. It's essential to keep an eye on recent auction results to get a better understanding of current trends. While the 1996 Washington Quarter may not be a top-tier collectible, it does have appeal, particularly for new collectors or those looking to complete their collections. Coins like these can serve as great entry points into the hobby, allowing collectors to learn about grading, valuation, and the importance of mint marks. Furthermore, as interest in numismatics continues to grow, even more common coins can see increased value over time. Who knows? The 1996 quarter might just become a beloved piece among future generations of collectors. In conclusion, while the 1996 Washington quarter dollar with a D mint mark may not be the rarest coin in the collection, its story and current market value make it a noteworthy subject in the world of coin collecting. Whether you have one in your pocket or are looking to add it to your collection, it's always exciting to explore the history and value behind each piece. Next up, the 1967 Washington quarter dollar. Specifically, we'll be discussing the large date variety without a mint mark in fine condition with a dirty reverse side. So if you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about the value of your change, stick around as we uncover its worth in today's auction market. Let's start with an overview of the coin itself. The 1967 Washington quarter was part of a series minted from 1932 to 1998, featuring the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The 1967 quarter is particularly interesting because of the transition from silver to clad coins. While earlier quarters contained 90% silver, the 1965 to 1970 quarters are composed of a copper-nickel blend with no silver content. This made the 1967 quarter a transitional piece in U.S. coinage history. Now, let's delve into the large date variety. In 1967, the U.S. Mint produced both large and small date varieties of the quarter. The large date can be identified by the distinct height and spacing of the numbers in the date. This differentiation adds an interesting aspect for collectors, as some prefer the aesthetic of the large date over the small date. Collectors often seek the large date because it's slightly less common than its counterpart. The 1967 Washington quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it carries no mint mark. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark are often perceived as having lower collectible value than those from the Denver or San Francisco mints. However, rarity can significantly affect a coin's value, making even a Philadelphia Mint coin sought after depending on its condition and specific features. Now, let's discuss the condition of our focus coin, fine condition. Coins in fine condition typically exhibit moderate wear, but still maintain distinct features. In this case, the 1967 quarter should have visible details in both the obverse and reverse, although it might show some scratches or dings. However, our particular coin has a dirty reverse side. This might be due to years of handling or exposure to elements. While this dirt can detract from the coin's overall appeal, it does not always significantly impact the value if the coin is otherwise intact. So what's the value of a 1967 Washington quarter dollar in fine condition with a dirty reverse side? According to recent auction market trends, the value of this coin generally ranges from $245,000. However, this can vary based on factors like demand and any unique features that collectors may find appealing. Interestingly, quarters that are sold in bulk or as part of a collection can fetch higher prices, especially if they are grouped with other notable coins from the series. In contrast, standalone pieces, especially those with noticeable dirt, may be on the lower end of the scale. Cleaning the coin is generally not recommended, as it can lead to further wear and significantly decrease its value. In conclusion, the 1967 Washington quarter dollar, without a mint mark, particularly the large date variety in fine condition, holds a value that appeals to both collectors and casual coin enthusiasts. Remember, every coin tells a story, and its value can fluctuate based on condition, rarity, and market demand. If you have this coin in your collection or come across it in circulation, take a moment to appreciate its history and potential worth. Next up, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar with a large date and a D-era mint mark. If you've stumbled upon one of these coins, you might be wondering what it's worth, especially if it's in dirty condition. Well, you're in the right place. Let's explore the details that make this coin so valuable in today's auction market. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1974 Washington quarter features a familiar design that many of us recognize. On the obverse, we have the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This version of the quarter was struck to commemorate Washington's legacy and is part of a long-standing series that began in 1932. Now, on the reverse, we see the majestic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, with the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar, but what sets the 1974 Washington quarter apart from others is the large date feature. The large date variety was produced during the minting process and is characterized by larger numerals on the date. Next, let's discuss the mint mark. The D indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. Now, the significance of the D mint mark comes into play when we consider the error aspect. The 1974 D quarter has a notable error that collectors are keen on, particularly due to inconsistencies during the minting process that led to variations in some coins. This includes instances of the dies being misaligned or not properly struck. In our case, the focus is on the dirty condition of the coin, especially on the reverse side. While some collectors prefer coins in pristine condition, a dirty coin can still hold significant value, particularly if it has notable errors or unique features. Now, let's get to the part you're all waiting for: its value in today's auction market. The value of a 1974 Washington quarter dollar with a D-era mint mark can vary widely based on its condition. In general, a typical 1974 D quarter in average circulated condition might fetch around $46,000. However, when we factor in the large date and particularly the error aspect, even a dirty coin can be valued much higher. Recent auction results show that specimens with errors and noticeable features can sell anywhere from $48,000, and in some cases even more if the demand is high. And for dirty coins, while they might not reach the highest prices, collectors still recognize their potential value, especially if they are part of a more significant error variety. For collectors, the 1974 D quarter represents an intriguing addition to any collection. The combination of its historical significance, the unique error, and its relative rarity makes it a sought-after item. If you have one of these coins and you're considering selling, I recommend getting it appraised by a professional or checking out recent auction results for similar pieces. Next up, 1982 Washington quarter dollar. More precisely, we'll explore the large date variety with a D-era mint mark, and we'll discuss its value in today's auction market, particularly when it's found in a black-colored dirty condition. The Washington quarter dollar was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. However, in 1982, the mint produced a notable variety, the large date version. This specific coin has caught the attention of collectors, especially when it features the D mint mark from the Denver Mint, which indicates where it was produced. Now let's take a closer look at this coin. The large date designation refers to the size of the numerals used for the date on the coin. If you compare it to the small date version, you'll notice that the digits are significantly more pronounced. This distinction is crucial for collectors trying to identify the coin correctly. Next, let's talk about the D-era mint mark. Errors in minting can make a coin much more valuable. The 1982 Washington quarter with a D mint mark is notable for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it's not just any D mint mark, it's associated with various errors that can occur during the minting process. These errors can include misaligned dies, double strikes, or other anomalies that make the coin unique. Now, let's discuss the condition of the coin. You mentioned a black color, and dirty condition coins can accumulate grime, dirt, or discoloration over time, which can drastically affect their visual appeal. A coin in a dirty condition may not be as aesthetically pleasing, but it can still hold value due to its rarity and error status. Collectors often debate whether to clean a coin, as improper cleaning can reduce its value further. So, what's the value of this particular coin in today's auction market? As of now, prices can vary widely based on condition and collector demand. In general, a 1982 Washington quarter dollar with a D-era mint mark can sell anywhere from $194,000 in dirty condition. However, if you happen to find one in better shape, the value can rise significantly, potentially hitting the $200,000 range or even higher, depending on the specific eras and market demand. It's interesting to compare this quarter with other collectibles from the same era. For instance, other Washington quarters or even Kennedy halves from the same year with similar mint marks and eras can fetch similar prices. However, the rarity of the large date D era makes it particularly sought after among collectors. Ultimately, the 1982 Washington quarter dollar with a large date D era mint mark is a compelling coin for both collectors and investors. Its unique features, combined with the allure of minting eras, ensure that it will continue to be a topic of interest in the numismatic community. Next up, the 1985 Washington quarter dollar with a large date and a P mint mark. This coin may look ordinary, but its value can surprise you, especially in certain conditions. Let's find out why this coin is worth your attention. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932, celebrating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1985 version of this quarter features a unique large date design, which was introduced in the mid-1980s. You can identify it by the size of the numbers in the date, which are notably larger compared to other years. But what really sets this coin apart today is its mint mark. This particular quarter has a P mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins from this mint often hold particular appeal for collectors. Now, let's talk about condition. The state of your coin can significantly influence its market value. Our focus today is on quarters in color-changed dirty condition. You might be wondering, why would a dirty coin have value? In the world of coin collecting, dirty condition refers to coins that show signs of wear and tarnishing. While you might think dirt decreases value, collectors sometimes appreciate the character it adds. This is particularly true for coins with unique toning or unusual markings caused by their environment. So, what is the value of the 1985 Washington quarter dollar in today's auction market? Generally, a standard 1985 quarter in circulated condition is valued between $89,000. However, for those in color-changed dirty condition, the value can vary significantly. Recently, I've seen auction listings for this coin, particularly those with noticeable color changes, reaching values of $92,000. Some even went higher, depending on the level of interest among collectors. Unique traits like an interesting color change can lead to competitive bidding. For collectors looking to buy or sell the 1985 Washington quarter, here are a few tips. Look for any unique features or patterns in the color change. Sites like eBay, heritage auctions, and other platforms can provide insights into what similar coins have sold for. If you believe your coin is exceptionally unique, consider getting it graded by a professional service. This can add to its market value. In conclusion, the 1985 Washington quarter dollar with a large date and P mint mark may seem commonplace, but in specific conditions, it holds surprising value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keeping an eye on this quarter could lead to some rewarding finds. Next up, the 1970 Washington quarter dollar with a D mint mark featuring a lamination error on its reverse side. If you're a collector or simply curious about coin values, stick around as we explore this coin's significance and current market value. The Washington quarter, first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, has a rich history that reflects American values and artistic design. By 1970, the coin had evolved but retained its iconic features: the profile of Washington on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse. The 1970 Washington quarter features the following specifications: it weighs 6.25 grams, has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. Mint marks are crucial for collectors as they often determine the rarity and value of a coin, but today we're focusing on a unique feature of this specific quarter: a lamination error. Lamination errors occur during the minting process when the layers of metal fail to adhere properly. This results in flaking, peeling, or other unusual surface textures. For our 1970 Washington quarter, this lamination error is found on the reverse side, adding a layer of intrigue for collectors. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. In the world of numismatics, the condition is paramount when determining a coin's value. Our featured quarter is in bad condition, which can significantly affect its market price. Coins in bad condition often exhibit heavy wear, scratches, or significant defects like our lamination error here, which may detract from its appeal to some collectors. However, errors can also create unique opportunities for value. In today's auction market, a 1970 Washington quarter with a lamination error in bad condition typically sold value $200,000 for this error. However, if the coin were in better condition, it could fetch a much higher price, potentially reaching upwards of $235,000 or more, depending on the buyer's interest in error coins. Despite its condition, error coins like this one often attract dedicated collectors. Many are on the lookout for unique features, such as lamination errors, to add to their collections. At coin shows and online auctions, the demand for error coins can sometimes drive prices higher than expected. It's all about the story behind the coin and the rarity of its features. In conclusion, the 1970 Washington quarter dollar with a D mint mark and a lamination error on the reverse side may not be the rarest coin out there, but its unique features make it a fascinating piece for collectors. Whether you're looking to add to your collection or simply appreciate the art of coinage, this quarter certainly has its place in the numismatic world. Next up, the 1983 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark in circulated condition. So if you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about the value of your pocket change, stick around. Let's start with a bit of background. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, this coin has seen various design changes and minting techniques, but one of the most interesting periods was the 1980s. Now, let's specifically talk about the 1983 Washington quarter. This coin is notable for its large date format, which makes it stand out from its predecessors. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, one of the original minting locations for U.S. coins. But how do we determine the value of this quarter? First, it's crucial to understand coin grading. Coins are graded based on their condition, which can range from poor to brilliant uncirculated. In this video, we'll focus on the circulated condition of the 1983 Washington quarter. In circulated condition, the coin may show signs of wear and tear, including scratches, dings, or discoloration. However, it can still hold significant value, depending on its rarity and demand in the market. So, what's the current market value of the 1983 Washington quarter with a P mint mark in circulated condition? As of today, you can typically find this coin valued between $38,000 at auction, depending on its specific condition and how well it's been maintained. However, it's essential to note that prices can vary based on factors like demand, the seller's reputation, and current market trends. Coins in better than average circulated condition may even fetch higher bids. If you have one of these quarters and are considering selling it, there are a few options available. You can sell it through online auction platforms, local coin shops, or even coin shows. Make sure to do your research and find the best price for your coin. In conclusion, the 1983 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark in circulated condition might not be the most famous coin in history, but it certainly holds value for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Keep an eye on your pocket change. You never know what might be worth something. Next up, the 1979 Washington quarter dollar with a large date and a D-era mint mark. This coin not only has an intriguing story but also carries a significant value in today's auction market, especially in the condition we're discussing today. Let's get started. The 1979 Washington quarter dollar is part of a beloved series that pays tribute to one of America's founding fathers, George Washington. This specific coin features the large date format, which was introduced in 1977 and continued until 1981. The obverse showcases a detailed portrait of Washington, while the reverse displays the iconic eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom. This quarter is particularly interesting because it has a D mint mark, indicating that it was struck at the Denver Mint. Now, what makes this coin even more special is its classification as an error coin. Error coins are a fascinating category for collectors. In this case, the 1979 Washington quarter dollar with a D mint mark has an error that adds to its collectability. Error coins are typically created during the minting process when something goes wrong, resulting in unique features that differentiate them from regular issues. This particular quarter features a noticeable hole on the reverse side, which significantly impacts its condition. While the obverse remains fine, showing some wear but retaining much of its detail, the damage on the reverse presents challenges for collectors. When assessing the value of any coin, understanding its condition is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. Our 1979 quarter, in fine condition on the obverse, shows some details but has noticeable wear. However, the hole on the reverse moves it into a category of damaged coins. Coins with damage typically see a decrease in value. But remember, even damaged coins can hold value due to their rarity or error status. Now, let's talk about the market value. In today's auction market, the 1979 Washington quarter dollar with a D-era mint mark, especially in fine condition with the noted damage, can be valued at approximately $56,000 depending on the bidding atmosphere and the interest among collectors. To give you some context, similar era coins have fetched prices anywhere from $56,000, but the extent of the damage will definitely influence where this particular coin falls in that range. To wrap up, the 1979 Washington quarter dollar with a D-era mint mark is a great example of how era coins can capture the interest of collectors, even in damaged condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, these unique pieces can be both fascinating and valuable additions to your collection. If you have this coin or similar ones in your collection, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories and experiences with era coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insightful content on coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!